The Mike Murdock Ministry and the partners in the Wisdom Center Church family welcome you today to our radio outreach, The Wisdom World. And now, here's Dr. Mike Murdock.
Pastor Mike Murdock here, family. I love being with you. I'm teaching tonight from Book 100 on my experience in 1994. One day that I would trade for everything I know. I would trade everything I know for what I found out that day. July 13th, 1994. If you've got a pen to write down a phone number, it might be worth your time. I want to sing some love songs to the person I fell in love with. This book on the Holy Spirit is out of this world. I put them out all over the world, 23 million. Jesus told the disciples, I'm leaving. Bye. But he said, but I'm going to ask the Father to send another comforter, one like myself, who will not only walk beside you, but he'll be inside you. Dr. Marilyn Hickey told me we've traveled thousands of miles together. I told Marilyn, I said, Marilyn, I keep seeing the countenance of the Holy Spirit on my right side. She says, Brother Mike, the word comforter in the book of John means one who walks along beside you, taking you by the arm where you should go. 7 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, I rushed over to my prayer room where I prayed every morning for 4 hours. And I started crying. I fell in love with the person Jesus sent to replace himself. I cried and wrote songs for 8 hours. The Holy Spirit's very real. He's as much a person as Jesus. He's very real. Do I understand the Trinity or the Godhead? Not one bit. But he's a person. I began to write over 1,000 love songs. There is nobody like you. There is nobody, I'm here at my piano in my library, like you. Sweet Holy Spirit, sweet Holy Spirit, there is nobody, there's nobody like you. I love sitting at your feet. I love hearing every word you say. I love knowing all your desires. I'm so pleasure to obey. His favor's like a sunrise, driving all my nights away. I love sitting at your feet, Holy Spirit, every single day. I love sitting at your feet every single day. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm not going to sing all 1,000 songs here. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Sweet Holy Spirit, I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Sweet Holy Spirit, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Sweet Holy Spirit, I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, Holy Spirit. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Sweet Holy Spirit, I'm in love. Did you know that I'd only written one love song to the Holy Spirit in my lifetime? 80 years, sitting here on 80 years old. I'd only written one love song when I was 35 years old. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Now right up to 25 in one night. You're kidding. Brother Mike, you've written 25 love songs in a day? Uh-huh. To him and Jesus. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Sweet Holy Spirit, I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Sweet Holy Spirit, I'm in love. I'm building my life, building all my dreams around you. I'm building my whole life, building all my dreams around you. I want to spend all the rest of my days living in your presence, in my secret place. I'm building my whole life, building all my dreams, Holy Spirit, around you. I gotta sing it again. I gotta play it here on the piano. I was walking around my property, and suddenly this song just came through me. You will be happy, Holy Spirit in my house. I promise you will smile most every day. You will be happy, Holy Spirit in my house. I promise you will smile. Things will always go your way. That's it. I promise, Holy Spirit, things will always go your way. He was life-changing. He was life-changing. Book 100, called the Holy Spirit Handbook. Bob Rogers is a longtime friend of mine, the great church in Louisville, Kentucky. He came out of a board meeting in Seoul, Korea, with Pastor Paul Yonggi Cho, the largest church in the world. It's a church with 1 million members. And Bob said, Brother Mike, I've just been in a board meeting with Pastor Paul Yonggi Cho. I said, wow, he's brilliant. He's got the largest church in the world, 1 million members. He said, you're going to love this. They're using your book as a teaching handbook in their entire church, in their academy for young people. The book on the Holy Spirit, called the Holy Spirit Handbook. Did I feel special? Well, I'm telling you about it on a... Oh, I couldn't believe the largest church in the world is using a Mike Murdock book on the Holy Spirit. He's a person. He is not a bird. He's not a white dove. He descended on Jesus like a dove when he was being baptized by John the Baptist. This book is almost 200 pages about what I discovered. I give you on page 149, 148, 8 facts about offending the Holy Spirit. Don't offend him. The Holy Spirit's a mentor. He's a teacher. He knows everything. He is to us what Jesus was to the 12 disciples. The Holy Spirit notices everything. Chapter 15. The Holy Spirit loves singing. I didn't know that till 94. I didn't know how important it was to come into His presence. I taught today live. Many of you follow me live almost every day of the week on Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But a couple of mornings ago, I was singing live here out of my library on my daily morning time with everybody. And the Lord impressed me to tell the people how to sing to the Holy Spirit. I'm not a professional singer. No way, Jose. I'm nowhere close to a professional singer. You don't have to write songs to enjoy the Holy Spirit, but you do have to sing to Him. Did I know that? Not at all. Not until July 13th, 1994. Come into His presence singing. You can use one single sentence. I love you, I love you, I love you. If you just use the words I love you and sing them. Let me give you an example. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, oh Holy Spirit, I love you. Every day of my life, every day of my life, I love you, Holy Spirit, more than ever before. Just take a sentence. Walk with me, Holy Spirit. Walk with me, Holy Spirit. Just take a sentence and sing it. I got so in love with the Holy Spirit. As I recall, I canceled over 30 revivals and conferences and said I'm going to do nothing but love on the Holy Spirit. I decided I would leave the ministry of traveling. I closed over 30 conferences around the world, and I came into my secret place, just loving on Him every day. He's a person. He's not water. He cleanses like water. He's not fire. He purifies like fire. He's not a white bird. He's an invisible God who walks on your right side, guiding you. Psalms 32. He's brilliant. He knows everything. He knows your weaknesses, and He's comfortable in helping you overcome them. The Holy Spirit has different experiences for people. Jesus spoke to 500 people and said, I'm going to send one like me. I want you to go to a place in Jerusalem called the Upper Room. I've been there. I spoke there. My Father has. He said, I want you to stay in the upper room. and worship him until he comes. These are the words of Jesus before he ascended to the Father. I'm talking Bible talk. This is Bible world. I'm not called to everybody in the world. I'm called to Bible lovers. And I don't read the Bible to learn the Bible. I read the Bible to know God. I read the Bible to know what God likes, what he wants. Let me give you my little story here. When I was 10 years old, an evangelist and his wife preached a revival in Franklin, Louisiana, the same church that Jesse Duplantis' mother was saved under my father. The whole Duplantis family came to Jesus through their grandmother. My dad picked her up for church 3 times a week and brought her to church. I remember like yesterday. They looked at me and says, "We're not going to leave tonight's altar until you pray in tongues." And they was with me for 40 minutes. And after 40 minutes at 10 years old, I began to cry and I prayed in tongues. I asked the Lord for a repeat experience when I was 15, and on the platform of Beaumont, Texas, Pastor Harry Hodge threw a towel across my shoulder, and I burst explosively into a rebaptism of the Holy Spirit. I want to say this. What you haven't heard, you never believe. What you haven't heard, you don't know anything about. A man I admire greatly has 18,000 in his church. He's quoted me in his books. He can read the Bible in Greek and Hebrew. I can barely read English. English was my worst grade back in school. I made C- in English. There's a whole story behind that. Is he a good man? He's a pure man, holy man. He has won thousands to Christ, but are you ready for this? He doesn't believe in the Holy Spirit baptism. He believes that tongues is demonic. He also believes that healing ministries are fake. He believes that a healing ministry pays people to jump out of wheelchairs. He preached this publicly. Is he a good man? He's a very good man, but he's ignorant. He's ignorant. Where are you most ignorant? Well, you don't know. You don't know until somebody teaches you. Well, Brother Mike, I don't understand all these tongues. Me neither. But Oral Roberts taught me things I'd never known, never heard in my life before nor since about the prayer language. When Paul Yonggi Cho finished preaching to 3,000 preachers at the Mabee Center in Tulsa, Dr. Roberts walked over to me and put his arms around me and said, "Come with me. I want to share something with you." And we sat there for hours. He says, "Brother Mike, there's 2 secrets of my entire Oral Roberts healing ministry around the world." He said, "There's 2 secrets. The first is sowing a seed to God's kingdom with expectation of a harvest." He said, "God has revealed the law of the seed to you far more than he ever showed me." Brother Oral Roberts says, "I've never heard a preacher in my lifetime understand sowing and reaping like God has shown you." But he said, the second secret of my entire ministry here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, around the world, the second secret is interpreting in English the prayer language after I speak it. I looked at him, I said, I've never heard of that in my life. He said, me neither. And the Lord taught me. I won't give you all the details, but there's too much to it. But the next morning at 5:30, God gave me that encounter. After praying a few minutes in tongues, Fred Price told me, as well as Creflo Dollar, those two men told me that you should pray in your prayer language 1 hour a day. The prayer language I thought was just for God. I didn't know you could interpret back. And Brother Oral Roberts told me, Brother Mike, it was the secret of everything I built. He said, you see that gorgeous prayer tower? I built that from interpreting tongues back in English after I prayed. He said, you see this 58-story medical building called the City of Faith? Don't you love that, the City of Faith? 58 stories. I had an apartment on the 58th floor. Me and Paul Young-Cho. I don't feel comfortable praying in tongues around people when I'm on television or even when I'm here on the radio. I don't feel released to do that. But I want to say this. I can't speak Spanish, but millions do. I cannot speak French, but millions do. My wife speaks Portuguese. She's from Brazil, but I can't speak Portuguese. I've been to Germany numerous times preaching for David Wilkerson, Teen Challenge Ministry, but I can't speak any German. I lived a year in Nairobi, Kenya, but I cannot speak Swahili. Just because you don't know about something does not mean it doesn't exist. My father heard my financial testimony. When he was 80 years old, he stared at the floor at a church full of preachers from everywhere. My dad walks up to me, he said, son, real quietly. He was a very soft-spoken man, good man, holy as they come. He said, son, if somebody would have taught your mother and me the financial prosperity that God has taught you, our whole ministry would have been different. I want you to have a copy of the Holy Spirit Handbook. It's book number 100, almost 200 pages. Go to my website and download it from Mike Murdoch Books. If you want my free book of the month, call 737 Radio Joy. If you got a pen handy, 737 Radio Joy. If you'd like to email me a short note, my email address is pastormike@radiojoychurch.com. pastormike@radiojoychurch.com. I love people writing me letters. My post office box is 97. By the way, that's based on Psalms 97, the Lord reigns. I asked my postmaster if I could buy this box. Post office box 97, Colleyville, Texas, 76034. Remember that I'm on live every day on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, X, Rumble, live every day. I want to tell you a brief story about my journey to the blessing. I was 21 years old in the month of 67, 68. I was 21. My income that first year in ministry was $2,263. 1 month it was $35. 1 month it was $90. And I went to a preacher's conference in Victoria, Texas. A preacher named Charles Greenaway stood, and I heard the first sermon I ever heard about the financial blessing of the Lord. I had no money. I was poor, just starting off in evangelism. And he told a story out of the book of Leviticus and said, your financial income is like a field of wheat. And if you give a corner back to God, He will bless you and make your field of money bigger. I never heard anything like that in my lifetime, actually before nor since. I sat there and stared at him, and he asked the question to the 840 preachers of us there, Assemblies of God, ordained. He said, how big is your corner to God? I reached over and told my preacher next to me, I said, mine is tithe. I give God 10 cents out of every dollar. Malachi 3. It don't get any clearer than that. God called every non-tither a crook in the Bible. A crook. So I was going to tithe. God called us crooks if we didn't. And he said, how big is your corner? And I said, mine's 10%. How's yours? And then he began to take faith promises up from all the preachers. And at the end of that offering, I stood and lifted my hand. And I said, if God will give me $100, I will sow $100 seed. Wednesday night, Victoria, Texas. All my drive back to Louisiana, I said, where in the world am I going to get $100? A man drove a 300-mile round trip from his, got up at Sunday morning in my dad's church and said, God just told me to give Mike $100. And he walked over to me. I had a year to pay my faith promise. And on Sunday, a man hands me $100 bill. And if I told you what happened after that, you probably wouldn't even believe me. My world changed with the $100 seed. I didn't know at that time that 100 is a Jesus number in the Bible. If you look up Mark chapter 10, Peter said, I'm out of money. And Jesus said, I'm going to give it to you 100 times back. Father, I ask you for 10 people who will sow a $100 seed into my ministry within 30 days. Let the miracle come. Good night, family.
Thank you, family, for joining Dr. Mike Murdock and the Wisdom Center Church family tonight and every night, 7 days a week. Join us at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget the 400 books at MikeMurdockBooks.com.